Action!
Action! Hi, my name is Charlene.
And I'm Sunny, Snoop Sunny D.
And welcome to Night
School.
School. Hey, get it one time. What you saying? What you saying? 1, 2 with the Millie Rock wanna ha, hit him. Since I be dancing hip hop so funny.
I cannot Millie Rock. I can't do none of them
You
dances.
can Millie Rock though.
I
You
can't
got
Millie
better with
rock.
the Millie Rock. I remember Sunshine used to twist her whole body to turn to the left. So that's hilarious. You getting it now. You getting
A
it.
little bit.
I mean, the dance is old, but I mean, you at least you got it, for your own
I can't.
personal satisfaction. I'm very proud of you, okay?
Thank you.
But yeah, guys, thank you.
Thank you for tuning in again.
Yeah, and again. We just appreciate
again.
you, right?
Mhm.
Our goal for this year is to have 1K subscribers by June.
All
And
right.
to have consistent podcasts.
Yes.
And we have been doing it. So I'm very happy for us. Right, Sunny?
And I'm hoping that you guys are subscribing. 'Cause
Yes.
Sometimes the views is more than the subscribers. So I know people watching. Just
Yeah.
subscribe while you at it.
Yeah. And share it to all your friends, your homies, or
You
whatever.
might as well, and then go to the podcast and type
Period.
in Night School and
Let
subscribe
them
on
know.
there too.
Yeah. Let them know. Okay. So how was your week, Sunshine? We're going to do like a recap of your week. I know we did some. We both had a bomb week.
Yes.
We went. Tell them where we went.
Mike Todd.
Mike Todd. We went to see,
Yes.
we would, girl, you just got to, that's going to be both of our weeks because that was the highlight of our week last Sunday. Not
Yeah.
the Sunday that it was yesterday, like
Last.
the last Sunday before that, right?
Yeah.
So how was it? Walk them through it.
It was awesome. It's first of all, I'm so happy that we got there early. We got there around like 3, right, Shar?
Mm-hmm.
Like 3:00. And I think if we got there like 30 minutes later than the time that we got there, we would have been all the way around the corner.
That's a fact.
Because, we got there and the line was like not too long. I mean, there were
Girl,
people there already
that
lined
line
up.
was long. But then when we turned the corner, it was like 10 people. So we knew that it wasn't that much people there.
But we went to, because it was kind of cold, so we went to the store. We came back.
Nah, tell them. You gotta tell them the story. We told these 2 girls to hold our spot.
Right.
And the Holy Spirit must have pressed on Sunshine to get some tea. So we asked them, like, you want tea? They was like, no, but we was like, yeah, we should just give you tea, right?
Yeah.
Went to the store, get some tea. Sunshine said, let me get tea she saw one of her friends
Cheyenne.
on Instagram.
Yeah. We saw her.
But she was at the front.
She was at the front. Like, she was there pretty early. And she got there like...
She said
probably,
like 2.
Yeah.
She was at the front, like number 4. No lie. Like, she was number 4.
So we went and got some tea. I was like, let me get her some tea because she was there for a minute.
Right.
And it was it was supposed to start at 5.
Yeah.
Right?
By like 4:00, it was over. Like,
oh my God.
Hundreds of people started coming. But good thing we told them to hold our spot. But then after that, what happened? We had went... Sunshine was like, oh, bring the tea to the girl in the front. Because Sunshine was like, I'm so scared.
Nah, because I didn't feel like walking past all these people and stuff like that.
I went to the front. Nobody said nothing. And she was just like, you should just stay here. And I was like, Lord, thank you. So I'm calling Sunshine from the front. Sunshine little self squeezing on the
which I hate. Squeezing people.
Excuse me. I mean, we still had okay seats because they was holding seats. That's the only thing that
Yes, that was the bad part. It was like
a whole stampede for Mike Todd. Like,
yeah, because people were actually like in front of us, and they got front row seats and they blocked off the seats because they're like, oh, we holding for some
like people from the church. I mean, I get it. It's Mike Todd, you know what? But it wasn't fair. It was like I wanted to be in the front, but I think our seats were okay.
It wasn't bad
for what we had.
I'm grateful
for what it's worth.
Because a lot of people didn't make it in.
Yeah, I heard it was
like 500 or more.
Hundreds of people outside
was sent back.
And it's a shame, you know what I mean? But it's like,
It is what it is.
It is, but that was a life-changing experience. I've been wanting to go to Tulsa. I wanted to go to the Version 1 conference, couldn't go. I wanted to take a road trip. Sunshine looked at me like I was crazy. Like,
First of all,
girl,
Tulsa is far.
Tulsa is far from New York. It's like 20-something hours driving.
Crazy. I am not.
Yeah, if I go to Tulsa, I'm going to take a plane. There's no way I'm driving.
It's far.
I'm not doing that. So, but it was fun.
Yeah.
His word was on point.
Yeah.
The Hillsong music was on point.
It's beautiful.
It's a different style of worship, and I think it's nice when you go somewhere and
you get to see the different ways that people worship, and it just shows you that even though there are different ways that people worship, it's still acceptable to God because it's genuine. And I think that's the most important thing that God is looking for is genuine worship. So it doesn't matter the style in which you do it. If you're jumping, if you're just sitting down, it's the posture of your heart. Yeah. Once that's where it needs to be, then yeah. I also feel like carrots are distracting me. That is a good story, but I'm a. What's the story?
All right, but I'm a write
What's
it.
the story,
I'm gonna tell Sunshine the story as a surprise.
Okay.
All right. That okay?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's the style of worship is different, but it's genuine and and. When I was hyped when I started getting the songs and stuff because people just sing differently, you know. Not everything is that's what we used to, you know. But you could sing calm too. We getting it like now we're getting versatile with worship. Like we kind of know how to not conform, but to experience God in a different way
than what you're used to.
So that was a good time for us, right? It really was. So shout out to
Mike him.
Todd.
I like him. I love his style of preaching. I was actually telling the girl Cheyenne, I really like him because he looks like us. Right. He acts like us, and it's not a matter of like when you see him, it's not. You wonder if he's like putting on a show or whatever. Right. It's just him. It's his personality.
Right. That's how he is. And oftentimes, I could be honest, like you feel like you got to be something else to be who God called you to be. But God is saying, hey, use what you have. If you like from the hood, God wants you to preach to the hood people.
And I do say, and I say this like it's been my motto and everything. I usually tell people like, God gave people different personalities for a reason. Right. And I don't feel like you need to change that. There are characteristics that you need to change within yourself. But if that's your personalities, because the Bible says like the Holy Spirit gives gifts according to personalities. Yeah. He transforms us, but he keeps a personality there because there are people that we need to reach because of our personality. Yeah. So who I can reach based on the way I act,
probably
a lot of people may not.
Reach. And that's what I'm saying, because like people know this probably from the podcast that I'm more of the hype one. Yeah. And I'm like the one that's just hype all the time, or like I'm like, hey guys, you know, it's very rare that I will get in front of a camera and be very calm. Yeah. And it's not, I don't know why. That's just who I am, right? But then Sunshine is more of like, she could be hype and calm in front of the camera.
I'm like hype, a mixture.
It's hard. It's very hard for me to be.
I think I'll be hype around who I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, shut the camera off. Sunshine will be 1,000.
It's who I'm comfortable with. If I'm comfortable with you, then.
But God will use you to reach more of those people who are like you. That's the bottom line of it. And that's why Mike Todd is reaching a lot of people. Because one, he's not afraid to say, hey, I want white, black, Asian people in my church. I want this kind of people. Because you putting it out there that you're not, even though you have a certain style of preaching, like you could preach to everybody. Yeah. So shout out to Mike Todd. It was just a great
what's up. Yeah.
If he has something else, I'm definitely going.
Hopefully he comes back to New York.
Please come back. That's the best
He learned it. He learned that.
He was there. Yeah. And the whole stadium was like, yeah.
Because it was from New York. The Upper West Side. We was in the Upper West Side.
And we went to school in Harlem. So we was like, yeah. But that's a whole New York thing. Yeah. I don't know about the Brown. You have something to say, producer? Okay. Sunshine. Anything
what
else
did I do?
We ain't do nothing. I feel like we ain't really do much. But that was really a highlight. I'm sorry. That was a highlight. The highlight was Mike Todd and the movie that Tyler Perry put out in 5 days. That was hilarious because Sunshine and I.
Everyone was watching that Falling from Grace.
Yes, we was on a train watching it. Like, what's going on? So we went home to watch it, and I was weak the whole time because that movie.
The memes is what had me weak. The memes is what had me weak because people are really coming at this, and hey, they have every right because some of the stuff was real. Like the one that really had me weak was when she really put on her shoes and she went downstairs and her shoes was off. Like, at what point did you take it out?
She must have. No, I know what happened.
What happened? She probably went to the bathroom and left it there.
Yeah.
Probably went to pee.
Or it's in that lady basement. Because I feel like that the movie was well written and stuff, but it's just certain little stuff that was like
off.
Yeah, off. But that's because
that was 5 days.
But if you watch movies regular, you will see certain things off. Like me, I could see stuff that's off in a movie. Yeah. Because I watch a lot of movies now. But before, I probably would have never seen it. Good job, Tyler Perry.
In 5 days. Probably if he did a week, probably these things would have probably been a little, you know, probably he would have got the proper wigs from Amazon. Because there's some people said he got the wigs from Wish. Probably if he had more time, he would have gotten his 2-day shipping.
Back, bro. Like, them wigs were like, oh, Jesus. And the guy, he's actually bald-headed. I don't know his name. Shannon, in the thing. I don't know his real name. But his he had like that spray on in his hairline.
Yes, the hairspray.
I peeped that because I know when somebody don't got no hair. That's just me. Like, I would be looking like, what's your hair looking like underneath?
Yeah, it was looking real.
But yeah, if you have not seen that, go and see that. That was really the highlight, like, of the whole social media week, right?
Yeah.
There was another highlight that wasn't so good though that happened actually yesterday. That we want to just calm down and pay respect to, and that's NBA 5-time championship winning, right? Kobe Bryant, who was in a helicopter and he died with his daughter, who was like 13, and 9 other people, including the pilot. There was absolutely
I think 7.
No, it was 7.
9 in total.
9 in total, right? And they died in a horrible helicopter crash, and it shook like the whole internet. It shook us as a whole community. Everybody was just in awe, like, Kobe, like, how did this all happen? And so we just want to pay respects to that and maybe talk
the
about
family,
like how important it is to cherish the people that you have around you. Because he probably woke up and thought it was going to be a regular day like the day before, and then it wasn't. So, like, paying respect to him and to your family as well. The people who you see every day, who you don't say, I love you too. So, Sunshine, any comments?
That was, because I was actually in church when someone showed me that, I think. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know what to say. I was like, I didn't even know how to respond. Mm-hmm. I looked at it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, this is probably
like a hoax, like,
yeah, probably. You know how people just be saying things, and I probably let me wait a couple more minutes. So I waited a couple more minutes, and now I seen everybody posting it, and I was like, whoa. Mm-hmm. Like, it was so scary because I was actually talking to Denton about this, and I was like, this is why you have to really cherish people, because you just don't know. I was telling him, you have to make sure that every day you live like a purposeful life. It doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, but it has to be purposeful. Mm-hmm. And you just have to think about how you can go ahead and make a legacy. Right? You don't have to be known around the world, or you don't have to have as many fans as he did or whatever, but what kind of impact did you make, or are you making while you're here? Yeah. And that's the most important thing. What are you leaving behind? What morals, what advice, what can someone learn from you when you're not here?
Right.
And, just to see how all these different players were reacting to this showed that he made an impact in this game. Mm-hmm. in this life. You know, even people who were not players, people who admired his work, who admired his faithfulness to the game. Like, you know, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah,
It was heartbreaking.
It really was heartbreaking, and I feel every word that you said, mainly because I was speaking to the children at Exposure today, which is the job where I work at, and I had to have a serious conversation with them about life and death and how we had to and how like we were basically talking about the whole Kobe Bryant situation, how it made them feel.
Yeah.
And they expressed to me like, "Oh, Kobe, like how could he die?" And you know, I'm thinking they don't even know who he is, right? But they know who Kobe Bryant
They're
is.
aware.
And they started sharing like their grandparents died.
Wow.
Like the whole classroom was on silent because usually these are some like rowdy, ratchet children. But they were so quiet and they were crying and talking about their grandparents and one girl lost her mom, another one lost her dad. She went through the whole story about how it happened, how she couldn't see her father. A whole form of emotions were in the room, like, and it was just a lot for me. For me being someone like I don't even think of myself as that powerful to have an impact on these children,
Yeah.
and then they're sharing stuff with me. But what I had to explain to them is that you sit next to these people every day, and I said, how many of you knew that this person's mom died? And they were all like you gotta be, your job as a human being, if you're around someone, is to not just ask them, hey, how are you doing? Because most of the times you say, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm fine. But it's to really try to connect with them on a deeper level, because you really don't know what people are experiencing or what type of loss they're experiencing or what type of hurt they're experiencing. So when they said that and we connected it all back to Kobe, it's the bigger picture is to let your parents know how much you appreciate them. Let your brothers know. Let your sister know how much you appreciate them. Because you never know when it's going to be their last day. And like you said, living in purpose is extremely important. I heard a lot of my students say today that oh, she was only 13. How, like, she just died and she was our age. I'm like, but she was on her path to purpose. What path are you on? You know what I mean? Like, I try not to think of the negative, but to twist it into a positive. Like, she had a dream to become something, and she was on that path. She was already something. You know what I mean? So it's just trying to live in that purpose and fulfill the dreams and desires in your heart. Because at the end of the day, Kobe dying broke the internet, not because he was sitting being a regular person, but because he was fulfilling the God-given purpose that was given to him. So that's how I feel about that, and my heart goes out to his family,
his
to
wife,
the wife especially.
Oh my God, I was actually like, because imagine being so used to just waking up to your spouse, being around your spouse, your best friend for 20. How many years was it? It was 20 years they've been together. And all of a sudden that just stopped. That, oh my God, I sent my prayers out to her and her three other kids. Whew.
Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow. But it's just a reminder. I feel like when somebody important dies, it's just a reminder, like, no money could save you.
You cannot take them. They
no
can't come
house
back.
could save you. No, it's just like, I was trying to tell the kids, but not tell. I said, I don't know what y'all believe in, right? But at the end, one of the two children came up to me. I guess the brother went away. I don't know what he was doing. Like, he went to school or he went to college. Or, I don't really know. They were crying hysterically.
Wow.
And the brother was on the phone, and I took them into a separate room. And I said, y'all go to church, right? And it was like, yeah, we go to church. I said, can I pray for y'all? And they were crying tears, and I'm like, God, just fill the void that the older brother didn't die, but the fact that somebody is not there anymore, I guess that's what hit them.
That it could be them or it could happen.
Right. So they were just crying, and I prayed for them. And it's just like little stuff like this make me realize that I learned so much today that it's like overwhelming for me a little bit. Because what I've learned, one, is that don't ever think that your progress, even if you don't see it, you're making progress.
Yeah.
Like, tomorrow they might act a fool, right? What this is teaching me personally for like ministry is, even if we have 3 viewers for the podcast, it doesn't matter because progression is important. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter if people aren't watching. Yeah. One day they will. Yeah. Because even if they're not listening now, whatever we're saying will hit somewhere, somebody in the future. And that's what I'm saying to you. Every day I struggle with these kids. But today was a day where it was like, yo, whatever you're doing is not in vain. So long story short, they had like a breakthrough moment today. So I was really, even though it was a sad day, it was a breakthrough moment. And I feel like a lot of people had a breakthrough moment or a wake-up call because of Kobe Bryant.
Definitely keep the ones that you love close. Mm-hmm. Forgive and love.
Yeah. And don't hold any grudges.
Life is short. And don't hold grudges not just for them per se, but for you. Mm-hmm. Live a life that is stress-free, worry-free, peaceful, where you don't really have to be thinking about that person. Because honestly, when you don't forgive someone, it's at the forefront. You think about that thing so much.
Girl,
you think about
I've
it so
been there.
much.
Like, I just keep talking about stuff, and I'm like, why is this at the forefront of my mind? So, but it's because you don't let it go. Yeah. The other person is out there doing groceries, and you're over here mad.
You let it go, and hey, it may be a process of you letting it go, but at least you're trying. So that's, like you said, progression. Yeah. Things may take longer than some, That's why you never tell someone when they're supposed to heal, how they're supposed to heal. Yeah. You let them heal. As long as they heal, that's important.
Right.
But yeah, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, Gigi Bryant. And I thank them for what they did.
Yeah. And the impact that they had on our community. Yeah. So shout out to Kobe Bryant, and I hope that we can just go through and get through it, right?
Absolutely.
Amen. Because God absolutely makes no mistakes, and we know that his plan is to prosper us.
Yes.
Because there's a great future, and death does not have the final say. Yes. So we know that as believers, and if you're not a believer, we just trust and know that
it's not the end.
It's not the end, right? But is it the end for Pop Smoke? I'm just kidding.
Listen.
Okay, now we're gonna go to the party. I feel like every week we talk about Pop Smoke.
Listen.
Do we not? He lived right in Canarsie, like.
Somebody was like, he ain't no real thug.
Pop Smoke really blew my. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is why I'm saying the people you have around you, though, it's important because if you don't know already, Pop Smoke is on. He got some heat or whatever because he had a rental car. Right? Somebody just said, yo, word of mouth, no contract, nothing, to my knowledge. I'm going to give you he said he needed the Rolls Royce for a music video. If you don't know, a Rolls Royce costs over, how much, Carrie? How much it costs? $300,000. That's like a house. You know what I mean? So you driving basically. It's an expensive car. And it's not the regular car that you see on the street. Like, oh, that's a Rolls. So whatever. Well, to my knowledge, allegedly, because remember, we don't really know, but he transported the car in Arizona on a truck. That's the last place the owner has saw the GPS tracker on the Rolls Royce in Arizona. When they picked up the car, it was at his mother's house. The windows were tinted, and the windows were tinted, and they had a new license plate on it. So,
but why didn't he think he was gonna listen? In America, there's so many cameras everywhere. You don't think at one point they seen what was happening?
In front of your mom's crib, though, bro.
Come on.
I don't even
think... did he rent... Was he the one who rented the Rolls Royce?
Yes, and he promised the owner tickets. But I don't believe it was a contract, right? It was like, yo, I like you. You a new art. I don't remember what it was. But he was just like, yo, I'm going to rent it to you, bring it back at such a time. And which I blame the owner too as well, because that's just a stupid move. And then another thing is, he parked
his mom's garage. I think it's stupid because at the end of the day, you signed the paperwork.
Was there paperwork, Sunshine?
But they know him. You don't think?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you really want to steal it, be like, yo, I'm Pop Smoke manager. Have one of your little friends come in. I'm not condoning what he did, but I just think it was just so idiotic. That wasn't well played
out, Poppy.
It really wasn't. I'm utterly confused as to why he would tint the as if they wasn't going to see that you were the last person who had it. You know what I mean? Like that's
Come on.
What kind?
Listen, if you are an artiste, okay, and a young black artiste at that, you have to make sure that you are doing things the right way,
right?
Because they're gonna make sure that at any moment that they're gonna come for you.
They're gonna come for you, and they're gonna read your lyrics and use them lyrics against you. Like, you don't get it. I don't think they get it. They think it's cute. And another thing is that they really be broke, though. I'm not saying that Pop Smoke don't get money or artists don't get money, but literally you don't have it. So you trying to front.
Just coming up. Why would you try to stop or hinder your career so soon?
Right. I feel like, but that's what I'm saying. It's the type of people you have around you, one. Two, like, you get success too fast without working really, really hard for it. It's kind of hard for you to manage everything. The bigger picture why we brought up Pop Smoke is because the influences that you have around you. None of your homeboys was like, yo, bro, what are you doing? The guy who transported the truck, like, the car on the truck, like, none of your friends were like, hey, yo, this is crazy. No, you probably had people hyping you up.
Condoning your foolishness.
Condoning the foolishness. So, like, what type of people do you have around you that are draining your energy? Is it a possibility for you to be having toxic people around you? Yes, it is. Like,
yes, indeed.
You have to be able to control who's in your life and cut them off. That's
your decision.
That's what you got to do. Because if you don't, you will forever be in drama. You will forever be in trouble. Do you have any situations where you really had to cut somebody off because it was just toxic for you? Like, toxic.
Hell yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't mind cutting people off, though.
That's her specialty.
That's just me. I mean, for some people, it may be hard, but I don't mind cutting people off just because, I don't like things hotting up my head or bothering my head. I don't like feel uncomfortable, so I don't mind doing that. But if you do see that someone is draining you or anything of that sort, you need to let them go.
Yeah.
You need to be careful who you have in your circle. I always say that, like, keep your circle small, right. People.
Because energy is so real. Like, you ever be around somebody, let me be honest, let me be transparent. Like, if I'm around somebody who's smoking, because I used to smoke, that urge is not far from me.
Yeah.
That's not something I would be around presently right now. Even if I was 30 years without smoking, I'm not going to be like, oh, let me go. They having a smoke party. Let me go. You know why? Because I don't do those things no more. So the first thing for me, even if I smell real talk, if I walk down the hood and I smell some good weed or whatever, that urge will still be there. It's not gonna go away.
Yeah.
Because I used to smoke.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. People think that once you get into Christianity or you get into a relationship with God, He put it away. It's not away. It's up to you to make that decision to, like, step away from it. I'm being honest and transparent. If I was to go around people who smoke right now, I would be picking up a spliff.
And if you know that you're not strong enough to resist a lot of things, then you shouldn't put yourself in that predicament where you can't resist it. Right. For me, it may honestly be easier for me up to an extent.
What do you mean?
But I can't stay there for too long. So I'll probably go there for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, because I could even get secondhand high now. That's how weak my body is. Like, I'm over here like, I remember them days. They like puff, pass. Now I'm high. And that's
so it depends. So if you know yourself and you know that there's certain things that you can't handle.
Yeah, I can't handle it.
And you can't go back into that.
Because at the time, I didn't think nothing was wrong with weed.
Yeah.
And I still was kind of trying to weed, get it? Myself off of it. So it was like, I can't be around people who smoke.
Yeah.
That's just the conclusion that I came up in.
The conclusion of the whole matter.
That's the conclusion of the whole matter of the conclusion of the hypothesis of the hypnosis that I came up with. And I diagnosed myself with is I can't be around people.
Yeah, you gotta definitely, if you know you had habits or you had things or practices or things that you should turn
like
to.
you said, if you steal, Pop Smoke in this case. If
exactly.
you have sticky fingers, don't rent the Rolls Royce. Go for the Nissan. Go for something.
You think he want to have a Nissan Maxima up in his video?
It's doable.
He's not gonna have no Nissan Maxima
it is
up in the
doable
video.
until you
imagine, baby, welcome to the party in a Nissan Maxima. Nobody's going. You know these people
he
today.
He could change the dynamic. Why nobody want to be different? Everybody want. Everybody want the nice cars, but you can't afford it because you have to put your mama house up to get yourself out of prison. I mean, jail. Sorry. Allegedly, though. But I mean, this is just something that happens on a regular.
Gotta be smart, Poppy. Gotta be smart.
Oh, that's you. I'm like, what is that noise? Okay.
Gotta be smart.
So I feel for me, I really never had. And I never really had friends lead me down the wrong path. Did I? Yes, I did. I'm a liar. But the thing with friends, if you don't check yourself, you will never know that they leading you down the wrong path.
Check yourself. Check yourself.
Feel right. It feels right. They my friend. I want to be like, no, you can't. You got to pick a side. If you're on the side that where you being progressive, or you got to pick that side. It's
like that guy, you pick a side, because remember that thing we was watching with that Aaron Hernandez? And he was like, you got to pick a side because when it's time to show up to both sides, you can't split yourself in half.
You can't split yourself in half.
Got to be one person.
You're going to be I feel like my conflict before, I was like really taking my walk seriously, was like I would be partying, right? And then I'd be trying to preach at the same time.
Yeah.
It can't work. Like you can't do both. I'm a firm believer that you will be pulling the side with the negativity will be pulling you in faster than the side with the positivity because naturally as humans we have a sinful nature. So it's easy for me to be going back to this side and then trying to come back.
That ain't your ministry. You feel me? They got some people who could go to the club and because Jesus was partying, you feel me, when he was here on earth. But that was he was partying with the tax collectors and people like that. But that's what he's called to do. And if you, like I said, you got to know your limit. You got
to know. Like, I know my limit at this point. I'm not finna be in no club. Like, unless I get a gig or something and God bless me. I mean, I'm not going to go to no club.
You got to know your limit.
I'm sorry. You got to know what it is that you're supposed to do. So, I mean, I hope Pop Smoke work it out because he's young and I still want the best for him as a human being, as a person. But he just got to make better decisions.
Poppy.
And, make better decisions. All right? So, if you listening to this and you have a friend.
Let's see if that video comes out.
With the Rolls Royce.
With the Rolls.
It can't come out. It's going to use as evidence. Oh, my gosh. I heard he posted a picture on Instagram, too, with it.
Wow, he bold. He is bold.
Ay, bendito, papi. Listen.
He bold. He heavily bold.
Yeah, he got a bold spirit. Confidence is key. So I'm going to tell you, I have a surprise story for Sunshine, which is going to be really funny. I don't know if it's going to be funny to you because I was weak when I heard it, okay? I want your natural, honest reaction after you finish yawning. You're yawning. Sunshine be yawning and shaking like a... You be like a... All right, so there's this story. I want to pull it up. Carrie, you got it on your phone? All right, so a Detroit man... I don't know how to spell his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Santor Thomas is suing a Michigan bank for refusing to cash a settlement check awarded to him for a racial discrimination lawsuit. Okay? So you got it. He went into the bank with a check because he had a racial discrimination lawsuit from his job and he wanted to cash the check. Okay.
And they told him no?
He claims that TCF bank employees refused to cash or deposit his settlement check on Tuesday at a branch in Livonia, and the cops responded to a fraud investigation. He said he didn't deserve treatment I didn't deserve, and I quote, I didn't deserve treatment like that when I knew that the check was not fraudulent. I'm a United States veteran. I have an honorable discharge from the Air Force. They discriminated against me because I'm black. None of this would have happened if I were white. So basically, what's going on is that he went into the bank to cash a settlement check. for racial discrimination at his bank that he had an account with. And the person had went to the back to clarify that the check was real. Ended up calling the cops. Mind you, it was a real check.
Dang.
I
would have sold the bag too.
And that's exactly what he did. So isn't
that I would have sued him too.
Isn't that crazy?
You kidding me?
My son went in.
Damn, I wish that would have happened to me.
That's how
you know how much money you be getting from a bank? What bank was it, Chase?
No, it's like one of them little baby banks and like a Santander.
He got racial discrimination everywhere he go.
Yeah, but that's a Carrot was like, he's the right shade of black.
Was he light skinned?
No.
He dark.
Let me see if they have a picture of him. He looked like...
Yo, my son's set for life.
He is sad. Like... But what are the odds that you, as a person, you're going into...
So if you go into a job and they discriminate, you can sue them?
Pretty much, because
That's
you can't do that.
All right.
It reminds me of the lady who got a settlement check because she didn't want to work on Sundays. Yeah. And you remember? Like, I'm like, God, why?
Why they think about... Like, when situations like that happen, why... How do they go through that process of suing?
And it's a long process, but it's a process that's worth it in the end if you stick it out. Yes, the white lawyer was like, this will not be happening. And she was like, she was really defending him. But
TCF Bank about to run broke. All they branches about to shut down.
And they put out a statement.
Only they let the black man catch his check.
And they didn't have somebody verify it. And mind you, the worst part is he went to another bank.
Like,
he closed his bank down.
Black scammer.
He closed his bank down at TCF, right? Went to another bank, they verified it, had no problem. So what it looked like to you? It looked like they just was being racist. Like, no way a black person could have this much money.
How much money was it?
I'm not too sure, you know? Yeah. He was going...
So it was probably like $5,000.
$5,900.
How much is a truck?
Yeah, he probably got a good chunk of money, but now he's gonna get
a good chunk of money.
The report said he was walking to work, so now he got a car and he could get a plane. At this point, because I feel like discrimination is just so bad because you don't ever want to be in that situation where you like judge somebody too quickly.
I dare anybody to discriminate. I'm suing all y'all.
I really had a situation at Blink where I was at Blink and he, like the manager, whatever, he was a little extra for my personality. But he had told me, like, yo, he was like, the meeting is on a Sunday. I said, I can't go because I go to church or whatever. And
I wish you would have sued him then.
I really should have, but
it
was just annoying me that I had to go back and forth. Like the whole, like this is why I can't respect Blink as a company. You go work out there, that's your business. But because I worked for them and they did me dirty, I really can't be on that type of timing no more. But they told me what he said rubbed me the wrong way. I said, I'm not coming because I gotta go to church or whatever. He's like, oh, you're not coming, like you're gonna get a write-up, you're gonna get this, like going all crazy or whatever. When I brought it to his attention that you cannot really do that to me because I'm going to church on a Sunday. Because if you had other obligations, like you would go. But why you know what I'm saying? Like if I say, oh, I broke my head or my back broke, that's a valid that's like a valid excuse. My problem is that it was too much for me. So them times they started cutting hours. They was like, oh, you came 1 minute late. I said, what?
Wow.
1 minute late. Like literally, I had to be there at like 5. The gym opened at 5. I had to be there at 4:30. And say I clock in because you got to go open the door, go all the way up the stairs. They was just looking for anything. But I feel like they was just looking for any excuse. I tried to talk to the head manager, the district managers. They was like, we're going to meet with you. They met with me, and it was just no resolve. And now when I'm talking to the manager, he like, well, I'm a Christian too, and you know, if you have any situations, that was just, to me, I just had to leave. I took my the time off, and I just left the job because I just feel like it was just too much for me. Like one situation just turned into a whole drama. But you can't really discriminate against somebody for if they're Muslim, whatever. You can't do that. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't have the patience. I understand why people don't do it because it's a lot of work to go back and forth with people. Talking to this manager, that manager. Like, Nah, bro, I'm not. I didn't have the patience, but I just hope that this man gets his settlement because
He gonna get his settlement, all
that's
right.
a fact. I'm about to find him on on
He
Instagram.
good.
People gonna make a GoFundMe
He
for this man. Like,
Gucci.
teach me your tricks.
He Gucci.
My son probably came up in there with a suit on and everything. Like, I'm here to cash my check.
They really thought probably he was a scam or something.
That's a crazy.
That's sad though.
That is crazy. Cause there's a guy by the name of who was the name of the person who impersonated a pilot and was doing the fraudulent checks? Carrie. Who was the name of the guy who was doing the fraudulent checks? And he's super smart. And he was doing like he posed as like a pilot. Oh my gosh. He was doing it, but he was white. But this is before they even had the fraud. Yeah, this is before they even had the fraud checking system and stuff.
Because he's a genius. Not all scammers are genius. He's a genius.
Yeah, he's a genius.
White or black, anybody? Dr. Love is a genius.
Yeah, you remember the doctor?
No.
The black boy.
He opened up a whole practice.
No. What? I never heard about this.
Sunshine, you know him. You know him.
He opened up a whole practice.
Dr. Love.
People
People was coming to him and everything. I think he's a genius as well. Is that his name? Here he go.
How old?
Fake teen doctor sentenced
Wait, what
in
did he
fraud
did?
case.
What did he do?
He opened up his own practice.
How old is he?
He was arrested at a medical office for allegedly dispensing unlicensed medical care.
Oh my God.
And he
How long he kept this up for?
he kept it up for a long time until an officer came in there and realized that he was arrested twice.
Twice?
Yeah, like they shut him down. That's ambition right there. If you want to do something in if you want to do something in this life, you just got to do it. I mean, do it the right way, but
What's your pose though? That has me weak. My son has the whole doctor pose, everything. The glasses. He probably was typing on Google, what do you give for someone who has back pain? Advil. Okay. Prescribing people Advil.
I watched the same movie because the dude was a doctor too.
Oh yeah, he probably what's his name? Arnold. Frank
Look at
Abagnale.
the pose, my guy.
He got it though.
Got the thing around his neck and everything. Got the doctor turtleneck. You know the doctor turtleneck?
I know, he did it. He was arrested for fraud.
But he wasn't. I know he wasn't a doctor because ain't no doctor gonna keep their nails like this. You got too much money to be biting on your nails. Too much money to be biting your nails, bro. What you have for dinner?
Sunshine got me.
Like what?
Sunshine, you took the cake. I'm sorry. You got me weak.
Crazy.
I'm so done.
My son said he stole more than $30,000 from an elderly woman he claimed to treat with vitamins. He probably was going to Target getting B13 biotin. Give the lady B13 vitamin.
The lady was healed. You know why? Because it's in your mind.
She was healed. Hi. Oh my God.
It's a mindset. She probably was like, I feel so much better now, Dr. Love. Oh my God. Sunshine, you got me rolling because this is a shock to me that this is the first time that you're hearing this story.
This? I know this not his family.
Is that his family?
I hope. What? And look at NBNL Medical Center grand opening. Celebrate. Oh
his mother is on there. Jesus.
The mother up to it too. He was listed as a naturopathic doctor.
Whoa, that is crazy.
That sounds like a big name with big money.
I mean,
because I can't even say it right.
He had it, Sunshine. That's what I'm saying. You could do whatever you want to do in this life.
On their website as Dr. Love.
He heals.
I cannot. What? Where did he get this inspiration from?
Probably friends.
Frank Abagnale. Look him. You should watch the movie. It's on Netflix. It's a lit movie.
Look at this crap. This is stupid. The lady said, he would like to examine me, Morrison said in the court documents. Listen to my heart and lungs. She should have known. My lungs. You want to listen to my lungs? Yo!
Yo, the fact that this is taking Sunshine by surprise is killing me because this story is mad old.
Yo! He said he could treat it with vitamins. 3 hours later, he finally showed up. He said, I won't be able to handle you. You have to go to the hospital. Hey, he called 911. My son, shut up.
What kind of doctor called that?
This too much.
Said,
treat you.
they didn't teach me this in school. This is past my expertise.
My son said, this too much. I gotta call 911 for you, miss. I can't do this. Like, they ain't teach me this in school,
Yo,
miss.
I'm so done. Like,
Yo, oh my God.
Ooh,
Over a stomach ache. He should have gave us some tea.
Oh, some
He gave
Pepto.
us some tea. He gave us vitamin.
Pepto
Give us
Bismol.
vitamin tea. He crazy. I've never seen this before.
He did what he had to do.
Oh my God.
Sunshine, you got me weak. Her reaction is more
hilarious.
weak. Like, it's too much.
God. Oh my God. My son running errands. He running errands in the white coat. It's sad. I found it very odd that a doctor at the age of 18 to 19 years old runs errands in a white coat.
And a stethoscope. Oh my gosh.
My son was 18, 19 years old. First of all, to be a doctor, it takes years, you know.
It takes years.
I didn't see this. Like, all the signs was there.
But that the mother and the father. Listen, I don't know, but that's
They shoulda
hilarious.
arrested
Your
her
whole
too.
reaction is so funny to me because you need to watch. That's why I'm saying you need to watch Frank Abagnale, Catch Me If You Can. That movie will have you, because it had me all like, oh my gosh. Because people really be frauding out here. But in the case of the bank, it was the bank fault.
Listen,
yeah, but
he's set for life.
he is set for life.
You don't gotta worry about a
period.
thing.
Nothing, because God is on his side. But God, if you be for me in sunshine. God, all right. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Let me not pray that happen to me, but Lord, just open the doors.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. I think that was a surprise story that I have for you, because I forgot that happened because I was weak. All right, and we're back after Dr. Love, and so we're just gonna wrap it up. First of all, rest in peace to Kobe. Once again, cherish your loved ones. That's one thing that you should take away from this, because tomorrow is not promised to anybody, and even if you go to bed tonight, you're not sure if you're gonna wake up. So make sure you live your life to the fullest.
I live a purposeful life and live a life where to impact, not to impress.
Oh, that's fire.
Excuse me, I just burped.
Impact, not to impress. That's lit. Is that for Pop Smoke?
Both. You know what? Let me give that to... Nah.
To impact.
For Pop Smoke, he just stop trying to impress people and give the people back their Rolls Royce. That's what you need to do.
Oh, Jesus. And last but not least, if you are being racially discriminated against, make sure that
Sue them. Sue.
Yeah. With the don't wait, don't hesitate, don't break, don't meditate. Go ahead and sue who you gotta sue. Because in the end, your latter days, come on, somebody.
Shall be greater.
Shall be greater.
Shall be greater.
Hallelujah. God will do it for you. Like, if somebody discriminates against you, it's 2020. Like, nobody's
everybody is suing. Like,
suing you for anything.
Any and everything.
Like she said,
You
I can't come to work
space?
with dreadlocks suing you.
Yep.
She said, "I'm too light showing you." Like it's because you just
And this thing actually works.
you cannot be discriminated.
I wish we was this smart back then.
Yo,
We would have been rich.
That's a fact.
We've been sued for everything.
Because people been violating us, but we just been too dumb to let them rock. But no more. 2020 is
We're
the way
coming for you.
We coming for you. Say something. Because if you think that you finna come and play Sunshine and I, you got a bad thing coming for
Your
you.
bank gonna be withdrawing like a couple grands.
we finna come for your house. Anyway, guys, on that note, we're wrapping it up and taking it home. We out. Oh yeah, follow me on TikTok. SHARLEEEEE_. Yes, and follow Sunshine on Instagram and Facebook and her website. The Sunshine Experience. Period. All right. So, on that note, my name is Shar,
and I'm Sunny.
Thank you for tuning into
Night School. And we're out.